This is month 1 of starting a bookkeeping business from scratch. We're going to go step by step through the highs and lows of starting a bookkeeping business. Meet Krista. She is my friend in real life. She recently decided to start a bookkeeping business, and she was able to successfully get trained and get her business all set up. Krista has 3 kids, and she wants to start out working part-time. We've been friends about 8 years now, and we filmed all these clips in my house, as you can see, just to keep her space a little more private. She said one of the hardest parts was literally just choosing to go all in on bookkeeping. So I totally understand if you have some decision fatigue and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this. I think a good method if you're not sure is just to take small steps in one direction. I'll give you a lot more detail about the training she took later in the video, but just a quick overview. She took about a year to decide that she actually wanted to make a bookkeeping business, and then she did the Intuit Academy bookkeeping certification through the website Coursera, and then she took Bookkeeper Launch, and then she also did the free Pro Advisor certification, and she actually didn't study for that, but she just took the test. Let's talk about what Krista did the very first month 1 of setting up her bookkeeping business. Very first thing she needed to do was think about what she wanted to name this business, because as you're registering for stuff, usually it is asking you for the name of your business. So at the beginning of March, she started brainstorming possible names for her business. Krista brainstormed a lot with ChatGPT, so had it make lists and kind of bounce ideas off of ChatGPT. And I'll show you later what she picked for her business name. It's pretty cool. But eventually, you're gonna have to stop overthinking it and just pick one. So on the 11th of March, she chose her business name and she registered an LLC. LLC is a limited liability company, and it is just a business structure that is really good for people starting out. She said she did not get a lawyer or hire anyone special to help her with this. She just went to the Secretary of State website for her state, which is Oregon, and there's a little button you click there that says register an LLC. And then it walks you through the process. I think she did call me one time or text me to ask what she should do for the registered agent. I let her know that it's totally fine to have yourself as the registered agent. That's what I did when I first started. And then later on, my husband's actually an attorney. So later on, I switched it to him or his firm being the registered agent. All right, so she got that done. That feels really good. And then she was kind of on a roll. So the next day she applied for an EIN. And if you didn't figure it out, these numbers right here, I didn't say this, are dates that she did it. So the 3rd, she started brainstorming. The 11th, she picked it and registered it. And then the 12th, the next day, she applied for an EIN and a business license. And I was kind of asking her, like, did you run into any troubles with this? Was it confusing or difficult? She's like, no, it's actually really surprisingly easy. And just a quick shameless plug, I do have this checklist that you can download for free. So I'm not sure if Krista had this in front of her or if she just kind of knew it from working for me. But on this checklist, it gives you the website to go to if you want to get that EIN, that employee identification number. And this is just useful when you're filing taxes or eventually if you want to hire an employee. And then on that same day, because that EIN is super easy, she applied for a business license. So I would recommend checking your state and your county and your city to see where you need a business license. I think that this costs $100 where we are. In another video, I'm going to do a price breakdown of every single thing that she spent money on for this process. So definitely stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to this channel. So Krista is checking stuff off her list. She has her name. She's registered her business officially in these different areas. And then the next thing she does the next week on the 20th of March is she opens a business bank account. And she said she just walked into the branch where she already does banking for her personal banking, and she opened a business bank account. Make sure you check before you go into your bank what type of ID that they need. They might need like a letter proving your address, probably your driver's license, maybe another form of ID. So check with your bank to see what they're going to need for you to open a business bank account. And I didn't mention this earlier, but all throughout March, she was continuing her training. So she was going through modules of Bookkeeper Launch and learning bookkeeping as she was doing these other business tasks. Because the training is the thing that's going to take the most time. It usually takes months and months to complete like certain certifications and trainings. And so that is an ongoing process. And leave any comments you want for Krista in the comments, and she actually could probably answer them. And I can also include them in the next video in this series. But I'm curious like how long everything took her. So like how long were these different, like how many hours a week was she working on starting her business? That's one thing I will look into. So that is every single thing she did in month 1. And I will go into the next couple months here because she did spread out the process a bit. She wasn't in a rush. And so she did a few more things like getting her website going, getting business cards, stuff like that, like throughout the summer. All right, let's talk a little bit about how she decided to start bookkeeping and what training she took. So Krista actually started working for me in my business about 3 years ago. She does all my customer service. So if you send me an email, it's probably Krista replying and giving you the right resources. And so she was working like 3 to 5 hours a week, just kind of being inundated with bookkeeping stuff. And slowly she was like, oh, actually I think this would be a good fit for me too. And Krista's parents actually owned a small business for most of her life, and her mom did all the bookkeeping and the finances for that business. So it was fairly familiar to Krista, and she said she'd actually even helped her mom out with some invoicing and some finance stuff. So Krista realized she actually kind of has a comfort with like the numbers and these type of systems. So like I said, she started working for me 3 years ago. She thought about it for maybe a year. Then 2 years ago, she took the Intuit Academy bookkeeper certification. And this is kind of like a newer Intuit program that I think it's only been around a couple years. And I honestly don't know a lot about it. I hadn't heard the best things, and Krista also said she probably wouldn't recommend it. She said it was kind of a good overview of bookkeeping, but there wasn't any like hands-on practice. She said it was some expert talks, like learning about debits and credits, but kind of like confusing for a beginner in her opinion. One really good thing about the course was that she got it for free. So I had never heard of this either, but she actually contacted the place where she did her undergrad degree, and they have a program, I think it's like a continuing education program for graduates, for alumni. And one of the things they offered was a subscription to Coursera. And Coursera is an online platform, I think, where you can take a whole bunch of different classes, and that is what you have to get the subscription to in order to get this Intuit Academy certification. So I thought that was a great tip. If you are an alumni of somewhere, definitely check out and see if they have any like continuing education programs for you. Krista said it took her about a year to complete that course. Not that it took that long, she just kind of procrastinated a while, and then they're like, oh, you gotta complete it before the year ends or you'll lose it. So she completed that last year in October of 2024, and she knows that I always recommend Bookkeeper Launch. So she signed up for Bookkeeper Launch on their Black Friday deal. And I always have an affiliate link for Bookkeeper Launch in my description box. It helps out my channel a ton if you use my link, if you heard about Bookkeeper Launch from me. Black Friday is super soon. If you're watching this the week it comes out, definitely check out Black Friday deals. I have an email newsletter also that I send one newsletter per month. So if you want to get on my email list, I collect all the best Black Friday deals for bookkeepers and I'll email it out to you. You can get on my email list by downloading any of the freebies on my website or in the description box. Okay, Krista said she loved Bookkeeper Launch. I promise I did not prompt her to say that. That's totally her genuine opinion. She said it was very hands-on, lots of resources. She said she actually skipped around a lot in Bookkeeper Launch, so she didn't complete it like from start to finish as they prescribe. I think because she already had kind of the background knowledge from the other course she took, she was able to be like, oh, I want to learn more about this. Oh, I want to learn more about onboarding. I want to learn more about, pricing. So Krista's still kind of within Bookkeeper Launch, still doing some trainings, and we'll definitely use them for support as she starts her business and starts getting clients. Here's that overview again of the training that she took. She also took the free QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor certification. Most any class that you take will probably recommend that you do that. My class recommends you do it, and so does Bookkeeper Launch. It's free and it's kind of an industry standard for bookkeepers. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, Krista took that certification. She said she did not go through the training because she already felt like she knew enough, but she just went into the course for the free Pro Advisor certification. And it is an open book test, so you can have a window of QuickBooks open while you're taking the test, and so she said she was able to pass it just by doing that. Krista does want to do this as a side hustle, and for now she kind of has like a slow start philosophy. So she wasn't, you can tell she kind of just took her time doing her training. She kind of slowly is setting up her business. She has a son who is in preschool right now, and so her goal is when he is in full-time school, then that's when she'll really like go hard on her bookkeeping business. But she realized she kind of wanted to take off at that point, and so now in this year and next year she's going to focus kind of on the foundation of her business, so learning all the bookkeeping stuff, building a couple clients now. So I think her goal is to get one client by the end of this year and then maybe one next year or two, I'm not really sure, but she's working on her skills and then building systems for her bookkeeping business. And after that month one was over, I can give you kind of a little sneak peek into what she did kind of the rest of the summer. So in May, she made a website for her business, and I'll show you what it looks like. She was able to do it on Google Sites, and she said this was totally free. So I didn't know about that, but definitely check into it if you're interested. And she was also continuing her training, continuing to go through Bookkeeper Launch. All right, so this is the reveal of her website. So she chose the name Allegiant Bookkeeping Services, which I think is a really cool name. Allegiant meaning like you're loyal, you're faithful, you'll do a good job for your bookkeeping clients. And her website looks great. It's really clean and simple. So it just has a homepage and a quick link to how to request a consultation. That's really important. She has an about section that has a bit more of her story, and then her services kind of explain to people, what she's offering. And again, it's always clear how to contact her. So this is totally perfect. You can have ChatGPT help you write some of this stuff. And there's usually templates you can use to kind of plug and play. And then in August, she updated her LinkedIn profile. She ordered some business cards, and this is probably optional, but she said she was actually at an event and someone asked for her business card before she had them. So she was like, oh, I guess I should get like real physical business cards. And then it was pretty exciting because in September, she posted officially on Facebook and Instagram that she was opening her bookkeeping business. So this was kind of like the first public instance where she's like, okay, I'm ready to get bookkeeping clients. And I know that's really nerve-wracking because a lot of times you don't feel ready, but honestly, a lot of times you need to start before you're ready because it will take time to get clients. And so I think posting on your personal social media is a really great place to start. So I'm going to be really curious on how it goes when Krista is trying to get clients, what strategies she uses, and how hard or easy it is for her to get bookkeeping clients. So let me know if there's other videos you want to see in this series, if you want to follow up when she's getting clients, if you want to dive deeper into her training, what she thought about the 2 courses she took, any other hardships she comes across, or tips and tricks for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you're interested in and I can talk more to her. She didn't really want to be interviewed at this point, but maybe we'll do like a Zoom call and I can use like little clips from it or something. I'm also happy to find kind of creative ways to share her story. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely subscribe if you stayed all the way till the end. There's also a join button you can check out if you want to connect a little closer with me. All right, and I will talk to you next week with another bookkeeping video. Take care.